Shalom, Unicorns. It's Ellie here. So, this is wild. So, if you go back on my channel, you see I just went live earlier. Everything was cool, everything was straight. I don't even know, how to start explaining. What I'll do is I'll get into the important message that everyone needs to know. I'll start off with that. Then I can get into explaining, how everything happened. We went through a portal today, and the thing is, I wasn't aware. I was off my A game. Usually I just take days like this to chill, and so I didn't necessarily chill on my spiritual stuff that I do intentionally and stuff. It wasn't that. It's just I wasn't paying attention to the collective. I was not paying attention to what everybody would have going on according to, the different energies that are playing out. I really was just focusing on myself, the people around me, and doing what we do. And so, literally, we went through a portal today, missed it. Not necessarily saying missed as if we didn't go through it. Of course, everybody went through the portal. It's just the fact that not being aware of what's going on a particular day can kind of throw you off a little bit because it's like, whoa. Usually, I can anticipate things like this, or I'm aware of things like this already, so it doesn't surprise me. My thing is being caught off guard. I'm already prepared for the things that are happening. It's the getting caught off guard part, because it's like, whoa, wasn't I supposed to know about this already? Wasn't I supposed to do something to prepare? Something. That's just usually how my life is in particular. So when things like this do happen, it never takes me off guard. So the point that I'm at right now, I'm like, yo, I don't like getting caught off guard. That does not, no. So, the portal. Today was 626, June 2nd, 2022. 626. Okay? Almost every, I'm not gonna say almost every, a lot of days in this particular month are portals. Mostly the 1st through the 9th, pretty much straight portals. Everything is 6, singular number 6, for until the 9th of this month. So just make a note of that. What each portal means, I am not sure of exactly at this moment. If I do get an update on that, I will let y'all know. A really big one is the 11th. 6116, which is equivalent to 626. So it'll mirror today. So whatever happened today, I just say expect double on the 11th. I'm unsure completely. Meditate on that. See what resonates with you. Make sure you make a special note of June 6th. That'll be 666. June 15th is also 666. June 24th, 666 as well. June 22nd is another really, really big portal. That'll be 6226. According to numerology, according to numerology, I can say that that's also 646. So I'm assuming that um, the actual 4th, June 4th, 646 is also going to be a big portal as well. So I'm going to make sure I'm charging pretty much all day tomorrow. Yeah, forget that because also, high priority. Tomorrow is 636, so that's very significant. Make a note, like I said, the singular digits, those are all, pretty much all of those are a big deal. So just make a note of that. It all, like, especially the ones that, the numbers that align with each other, like the sixes and threes and nines, the even numbers, like certain odd numbers, like, like doubles, stuff like that. Pay attention to those. This is so important. Like, I cannot, like, verbally express how, like, crucial this is. The next half of this the next half of this year is going to be people in this particular lifetime have not seen this before. This is a whole different ball game. This is not 60 years ago. This is today, 2022, 2 years after 2020. I need everyone to understand that to the fullest extent that you possibly can. We don't have any time left. We can still do what we can. A lot of us have been on our mission, doing what we're supposed to do. A lot of us have been in action. Yes, we continue those actions in the third dimension in this matrix at the same time. This taking care of our temple, ourselves, and our spiritual selves and our mind, fully achieving that consciousness, that Christ consciousness. That is what's most important right now. Literally, if you chose to forget everything in the third dimension and you decided that you wanted to just live on the street, you have every right to do that if that's going to help you for your spiritual journey. Literally, we're at that point. Yeah. Hey. I don't know where it is. Do you see it down there? It might be in my backpack. Look in my backpack, not the big zipper part, but the tiny zipper part at the top and the front part. It should be in there. But, okay, we are literally at that point right now. Literally. The next half of this year, bro, it's over. And I know, like, it's easy to see a YouTube video, click on it, and be like, click off, and then go back to whatever it is you're doing. This is not one of those days. This is like, while I'm talking, like, whatever you doing, if I'm on your phone, if I'm on your laptop, if I'm on your TV, whatever, I'll take a good 10 seconds, go do whatever you need to do, go get some sage, Palo Santo, go charge your crystals, do whatever you need to do. I'll wait a good 10 seconds, just grab something, go ahead and get started. This is not a time to lollygag. This is not a time to be passive. This is not a time to not be at your full strength. This is not a time to be unintentional about anything. Yes, we're still going to be making mistakes. That's just part of this dimension. That's okay. What I'm saying is, when you do stuff, make sure you do things intentionally. That includes the actions you make and the words you say. And now we're in the realm of thought. Be careful what you think. Be careful what you intend. And be careful what you send to people. Don't intentionally send anything negative to anyone, ever. Don't do that. What is allowed is stipulations. So let's say you're dealing, this is an example. This is very, very powerful. And I'm going to make sure this happens right now. I'm going to give out some information for the righteous only. If you are an unrighteous being, you're watching this video right now, I prefer you go ahead and click off. Click off if you're unrighteous. I don't have time for that. I don't. None of us do. So click off if your best intentions are not for the collective. If you're here for selfish reasons, for you to be on top of whatever, get out. Your energy is already being rejected and blocked. I just prefer you leave. Gratitude for those who did listen. They have been spared. They have another chance. They can come back. For the rest of you who decided to ignore the warning, not a disclaimer, a warning, welcome. If you decide to use this information for negative intent or unrighteous reasons, it'll come back to you 100 times instantly, then 1,000 times later. We don't have time to play. Don't use this if your intentions are not for the good of the people. If you truly are here for the mission and you're here for righteousness, this is great for you. If not, you're just gonna... So, what I'm going to say is exactly what I just did. I put a stipulation on the information I'm about to share. You can do the exact same thing. Put stipulations on individuals. Put stipulations on situations and circumstances. Literally, what's the point of providing protection for an evil being? If you know an individual is evil, why would you provide protection for them? Why would you do that? So, if you have individuals around you or whatever, yeah, sure, cast protection over whatever, or provide abundance for whatever, or provide healing for whatever, or the list goes on and on and on. If you're literally intending, well, I won't say it like that. If an individual is around you and you're helping them out spiritually and you say you're going to help them ascend, you must put a stipulation on it. This is an example, but this specific thing is really important. Make it conditional. Of course, love is unconditional. You can love that person to the fullest. As far as helping them spiritually, though, put a stipulation. What I mean is this. Say something like, as much as you put in effort is what you will receive. That way, an individual is not leeching off of you. Because literally, if you're doing spirit work with individuals, people can leech off of you if you don't put a stipulation there. So if you're doing group work, everybody's sharing energy. So if you're putting out on the energy, people are receiving it. So say, I'm not just going to be giving out my stuff. As much effort as you put in, that's how much you receive. And if you do it for unrighteous intentions, you will receive instant karma. You could say stuff like that. Put stipulations on everything. At this point, I'm not playing no games. I'm not playing any games. Like, stipulations at this point. There's too much betrayal. There's too much sneakiness. There's too much stabbing in the back for us to be giving people... We're past second chances. There is no third, fourth, fifth. Why are people being given 15th chances? No. I'm not wishing bad on anyone. I'm not saying, I hope you this, I hope you that. No. If you're going to be around me and be in my presence and observe my essence, you will respect it and use it for the right reasons. That's how you have to carry yourself and how you have to deal with individuals and situations and circumstances. Crystals. Talk to your crystals the exact same way. You will only be around me and in my essence if you are for my highest good. Otherwise, remove yourself from my presence. Earlier, I had two bracelets. I had an opalite bracelet and a citrine. Do I believe they had any negative intent? No. All I'm saying is, I was throwing a orange peel into the woods. Both of my bracelets came off. Did they just fall and I picked them up and put them back on? No, they both busted. But forget that. I see the opalite pieces. I even have the rubber band that the opalite was on with a few crystals left on it. Where's my citrine? I couldn't find the citrine pieces or anything. So for me, that symbology is different from what may be for someone else. Literally for me, I'm about to manifest huge. For someone else, that can mean that their manifestation has gone lopsided. That's how this stuff works. You could even take it back to if you studied the Bible and whatnot. Didn't the Most High used to do that? Didn't he used to put stipulations on situations and circumstances? Or if someone messed up a particular promise that the Most High set, then there would be a repercussion for that, even though the promise still happened. It's the same thing, man. Like, I still don't get how we're still at this point. And I'm not downing anyone. Everyone is on their own spiritual journey. Everyone's on their own spiritual path. I do have a lot of empathy for those who just woke up very recently. The thing is, I do feel a way about those who have known about this information, knowledge, and wisdom for a while and haven't applied it as much as a lot of people who recently have. We should all have bunkers, but we don't. When I say bunker, that could literally mean basement or something, you know? I'm not saying like super fancy, super expensive. Just a little thing under the ground for at least surface level damage. But a lot of folks don't even have houses, land, nothing. So, honestly, for those who are not ready for that complete off-grid lifestyle, I get it. So what I would suggest is that you get a pretty nice sized house because you're not just going to be living with your immediate family. You're going to have a lot of people around you. So get a pretty nice sized house. I say 5 bedrooms plus. Get a couple of acres if you can with that particular property. If you can get 2 acres, yes. If not, it's okay. Just make sure you got enough garden space because you're going to have to grow your own food. All this food's poison. We're just dealing with the poison how it is right now until we get our own shit all the way. But all of it's poison, so make sure you're ready for there to be no more healthy poison for you to buy. Then it's actually poison because it's radioactive. Oh, yeah, the radioactivity. How you gonna grow food, stuff like that? Yeah, we're supposed to be storing our shit. That's what we were supposed to be doing for the past few years, but we can't. Let's skip over there. We can still grow stuff. Still be able to grow stuff. I would suggest like saving like some good soil, so then when we go back to the surface, we still have like a good mix. You're still gonna be composting. It's gonna be business as usual. When this shit's over with the war part, we have to rehabilitate. Like we have to get back like to the surface, like literally post-apocalyptic. It's not a joke. It's not like a hot like that's I saw that in a show or a movie. No, that's not a joke. I know that people don't really take the name Rainicorn very seriously, but for those of you who are ignorant, Not in a mean way. I don't mean it like that. Like, don't. I mean, when I say the word ignorant, I mean it for the actual definition. Not when niggas want to be like, "Oh, you ignorant as fuck." That's not what I say ignorant for. I mean literally unaware of certain information. That's what I mean when I say ignorant. So if you don't know what a rainicorn is, not just my definition of a rainicorn, where the term even came from in the first place. There's a television show, it's a cartoon called Adventure Time. Literally, it's post-apocalyptic. One of the characters is called Lady Rainicorn of the Rainicorns. They are their own species, literally magical unicorns. And so, literally, they're of the highest caliber being, pretty much, at that particular time. Like, they're pretty high up there. Helping people. They were in the war as well. Post-apocalyptic, they survive, reproduce. We are the magical beings that keep society going. We are the risers from the ashes. Can't you see the debris already? So many casualties. Personally, I do feel responsible for not being as far ahead as I would like to be before this particular period, but hey, no one knows the time or day. So, maybe I'm being too hard on myself. I'm just saying, seeing people get flooded out, tornadoed out, burnt out, hailed, blizzarded out. Woo! My eyes are pretty open. I see what's going on in the world. I've been moving. I'm not going to get caught up. This is too important for us to be getting distracted, getting off mission, all that. Too important. We got to be on our stuff. Always, you guys. Remember, continue doing like the third dimensional things that you need to do to physically push forward. Continue doing that. Even if you work a job, as long as you like the job. If you like the job, stay on the job and like build up whatever money you need to buy the stuff that you need. That's okay. As long as you know that your job would be being the resourceful individual. Like you have all this stuff. Since like have an understanding for what's going on here. You having a job and not producing physically. You are doing things in the third dimension and getting money. So you need to be using that money for resources because otherwise you're not really benefiting the mission. I hope you get that. Continue buying things like crystals and high vibrational clothing and things like that. Like also store food and seeds and water, soil. Contribute to the mission. Don't get stuck in the matrix. That's what I mean by it's okay to have a job. That's what I mean. I don't mean keep a job you hate so you can drink your life away. That's not what I'm telling you to do. What I'm saying is be wise. It's time. I'll be back very soon. Peace to all high vibe beings. Shalom, Rainicorns. I will see you in the next one. Sawada. Thank you. Much gratitude.